Hey friends, it is the beginning of the month, and as always, I try to do a blog income report as well as a YouTube income report so that you guys can see the progress of these blogs that I run. And I want you guys to know that the reason why I'm sharing this is because I want to inspire some of you guys that are out there trying to do this. It is not at all a get-rich scheme. It literally is a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to create all of this passive income that I'm making. And so this is like my 10th year with my lifestyle blog and my almost a year and a half with the cooking blog that I have that I share with my mom. I wanted to share this with you guys to inspire you guys that this is possible, but it just takes a lot of effort. I equate it to kind of like an investment in the stock market. So with the stock market, if you're investing in blue chip stocks, then you'll hopefully get incremental gains every year. But with blogging and YouTube, it's basically you investing your time in and hopefully getting some profit out of it at the end of a couple of years. It's taken me a long time to get where I'm at, and it wasn't without trials and tribulations going through the process, but I do this as a side hustle because I enjoy serial entrepreneurship. I just enjoy the process of building a business and seeing it succeed. And sometimes I spend hours just to make pennies. I've gone through a lot of courses, a lot of conventions, a lot of conferences, and spent a ton of money. And I realized that I didn't really need any of it. The only thing that I needed to do was crank out content. So if you get anything out of this blog income report, like instead of watching videos like this, you should be creating content, okay? But I'm gonna share with you guys my income report for the month of November so that you guys can see what is possible out there. And again, but like I said, I do this in the margins of time. I am a mom of four. I am married to an amazing husband, and I also have a full-time career outside of the home. Well, not really outside of the home, but I work remotely from home these days. But I actually had this blog since the days of me going into the office into a cube farm. So I have done this for the last decade, and I want to share with you guys how I've gotten this far. As I want to share with you guys what is possible out there. So I'm going to go through my income report and share with you guys basically how much I've made so that you guys can understand like what is possible with a side hustle like blogging. So Q4 is a crazy time for ad revenue. For those that don't know, my blog income mainly comes from one source, which is ad revenue, and my ad network is Mediavine. They are amazing to work with. There are some other ad networks that you can use, such as AdThrive as well as Azoic, and then obviously Google AdSense. But Mediavine has been so good to me for these two blogs. So Q4 is an insane time, especially as retailers are trying to spend their ad revenue bucket as well as basically market their products for like the Christmas season. And so you're gonna see ad revenue basically double or quadruple during this time. So I want to share with you guys that this is not my normal income on a monthly basis during any other part of the year, okay? All right, so for the month of November, I mean, it literally increased by $1,000. So I made $2,974.98 from my lifestyle blog. And this lifestyle blog is all about DIY projects as well as being a mom, which is insane. Most of my traffic is actually from Pinterest, which is crazy to me. I have over like 600 articles in there. I barely post on this site anymore, but a lot of my traffic comes from Pinterest because I have a lot of pretty pictures of my projects that are on Pinterest that often go viral. And I figured out that with Pinterest, you have to pin every single day. So I have this blog post that has gone crazy on Pinterest, and it's this Christmas tree collar that has my family's name on it, and it has my kids' handprints on it. The project has gotten crazy because it's Christmas season. It is a Christmas project where I put a collar around a tree that my husband made, and so it has little handprints on there. So it's a really fun project, and it's taken off like crazy this year, and I made it just last year. And so I have over 94,868 page views in total for my blog, and then I am earning $2,974.98 from my lifestyle blog. That is an insane amount of money for this blog that I run on the side, and I've only posted, I'm gonna check to see how much I've posted. I've only posted 3 times in this month for this blog, and it's literally about matching family pajamas as well as gift ideas for hunters in your life and also gifts for people who work from home. Obviously, that money is coming from older content, so I just want you to know that when you're creating content, imagine it as an investment that will continue to gain traffic throughout the year. So the money that I'm making this month is basically from traffic on Pinterest for this project that I made, and it's driving a ton of traffic and also bringing me $3,000 a month. And I created that content about a year ago. I mean, it's a great way to think of it. When you're creating content, imagine it as an investment so that a year from now, you can actually reap the rewards of creating that content. In order to be successful with blogging, you have to think long term. A year from now, if you're going to plan on actually staying consistent with content creation, a year from now, you'll be reaping the rewards from the content you create today. So that's how you should think of it. All right, so on my mom's blog, she does a lot of recipes, like Asian recipes, and so that one is making $1,228.91, and it's driving 51,865 page views. And these page views that I'm giving you are based off of what Mediavine is sharing, and I'll probably show you my Google Analytics as well for both of these blogs. I mean, $1,228, and that's pretty crazy. In September, just for comparison purposes, in September we made $971.82 from this blog, and it's all about cooking like recipes, which is crazy. So for the pieces of content, we've got three pieces of content that we wrote in the last 30 days. So that's probably a blog post. And I want you guys to know, like, content creation is king here. If you're trying to make money online, content creation is very, very important. And you're probably wondering, how are you getting these topic ideas? I actually took a course, and I'll go ahead and link it down below. I mean, I paid for it outright. So I'm sharing with you guys what I've learned. The Income School guys are really, really amazing. And that's how I've learned a lot of my techniques. And so honestly, I would highly recommend it. But you don't even have to buy the course. Like, if you watch their YouTube channel, like, they give a lot of their content out for free, and that's how I started. And then I purchased their course once I started seeing like the traction of the traffic that I was getting. So you don't have to buy the course, like, but the course is amazing. It'll give you step by step instead of you having to go to YouTube and like finding their content. But it's all laid out in their course if you wanted to see that. But most of their content is for free online on their YouTube channel. This is how I create the content for my mom's blog. Okay. It's nothing fancy, so I'm going to share it with you. So I call up my mom and say, hey mom, what are you cooking for dinner tonight, right? And if it's a recipe that I am familiar with, that I can write about, as well as I know there's an American version of it, I will write about that. And I'll say, okay mom, send pictures of all the ingredients so that I can translate it into English, and then go ahead and tell me what the recipes are, the ingredients, and then I'll write it out on a blog post. And then what I do is I have a template where I say, an introduction, I have all about whatever the recipe is, and things you should consider about the recipe, things you need to get at the grocery store, and then the ingredients, and then the steps, and then also a summary, and then lastly, links to other posts that will be very similar to that recipe post. And that is it. I create the content, and she sends me the photos, and I edit them just a little bit, add a Pinterest image to it, and then I post it online. When I got to the point where I was actually creating content and becoming a content machine, that's when I realized where I should focus my time. It's not on setting goals. It's not on, I mean, goals are important. Don't get me wrong, goals are important, but I had to get into the habit of creating the content. That was the biggest like light bulb moment for me. So if I wasn't creating content during that time, or if I was just staring at analytics and like learning and continuously learning without actually putting anything actionable down, then I knew I was doing something wrong. So what I actually learned is whatever I'm doing for my blog, it should be based on creating content out there that is helpful to other people and that's searchable and discoverable to other people. And then after that, I can start tweaking some of the things in order to help the algorithms help me become discovered. So I hope that helps you guys understand what my process is. On these blogs as well, I do affiliate links, and I only generate like $100 to $200 on either of these blogs, so it's not even worth mentioning. I took a course on this as well, and I'll link it down below. It was really helpful, but I haven't seen a lot of traction, mainly because I'm not very good at selling and putting links in there that kind of sell the product. So that is my downfall when it comes to affiliate marketing. And then sponsored posts for my lifestyle blog, I get a lot of requests for that, but I haven't done a lot just because I just want to create content that I love, as well as that will stay evergreen instead of having a lot of promotional and marketing content inside of it. So that's why I lean towards ad revenue, because I can create the content I want and then just solely rely on advertising. But you shouldn't solely rely on it if it is your main source of income. I'd recommend diversifying. So obviously having sponsored posts, affiliate marketing, product sales, as well as ad revenue would be a huge way to diversify your portfolio when creating a full-time income. I've also started 2 new content ventures as well. One of them being this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel will allow me to talk about things that I love, including like vlogging gear and like photography gear, and also being able to share with you guys tips and tricks on online marketing. So that's one of my passions, is teaching people what I know. And so that is one thing that I'm learning how to do. So that's one of the things I'm learning right now, is how to become a content machine when it comes to video. And that's been really difficult for me. So as I learn, I'm going to share with you guys. So what I'm starting to do is share some of the technology that I use to create content faster, and so that's what I'm sharing on this channel. And then the other one is a new blog where I'm writing about an industry that I am in a generic way, so that I'm learning about my industry for my 9-to-5 job, while also being able to kind of create content and hopefully become an expert in that space. That blog actually has about 400 views. I'm only in like the 4th or 5th month of writing content. I only have 35 blog posts there. So I started this blog in January and I only had 1 blog post, and then in April was my 2nd blog post. From January to April, 2 blog posts, and then I started ramping up, and right now I have in total at the end of the year, after starting it, I have over, I think, 25 blog posts for that blog, and it relates to technology. My concern right now for that blog is that there is an audience that is non-US based, and I know with a lot of these ad companies, they really want a big US based population reading that blog. So that's my biggest concern right now, but I'm hitting about 300 page views a month. I'm hoping to double that. We will see. My end goal for the end of 2021 is being able to hit about 15,000 page views per month. But I figured because I delayed in creating that content for so long, I need another year in order to kind of keep up with that, as well as my other ventures with this YouTube channel, as well as creating content and continually creating content for the lifestyle blog and cooking blog. Generally for this blog, my expenses are the hosting as well as the domain registry, some of the tools I use like Adobe Creative Suite. I'll link all of my expenses down below so that you guys know what tools, services, and solutions I use. I will tell you that you don't need all of this equipment. All you need is literally a phone to take photos on, as well as a computer to start typing, and WordPress to start your blog. Honestly, that's all you need. But all this other stuff, it's because I'm a gearhead. I love learning new technologies. I might not be the best at it, but I like buying stuff and trying them out and then creating YouTube channels about it. So you really don't need all this fancy equipment. It just makes my life easier. But at the end of the day, content is king. Create content so that it's discoverable and findable via Google, via YouTube search, and then also via Pinterest. So make those really pretty pictures on Pinterest and then make sure that you start sharing them. But at the end of the day, create that content, stop watching this channel, and create that content. But if you wanted to see more income reports on when I started, go ahead and check out those videos below. I'll go ahead and link it at the end of this video. And if you like videos like this, make sure you click on the like button so I know to make more content like this versus like creating content on the technology. And then also make sure you click on the bell to get notifications the next time I create a new video. If you have any questions at all, I'm more than happy to help. Go ahead and comment below and I'll be sure to answer your questions. Thanks guys, bye.